Hey guys, Archangel here, and today I'm gonna be redoing the second fanfic read episode because the last one glitched out a lot and I didn't notice it because I usually don't rewatch my videos before I upload them. You can't blame me because I have school and stuff, and yeah. So I also changed my recording setup. If you can see, it's Kazam now instead of Vovic screen, or Vova, however you pronounce that. So yeah, let's get on to it. Aaron's POV. By the way, I'm going to be doing like any, It's been 4 days since I've joined Smosh Games. Wes and I have proven to be a great team, and we've been working almost non-stop. I was sitting in my office, editing a video Wes gave me this morning, when my cell phone went off. Hey, you've been at Smosh for a while, and you haven't been doing much but work. Come over to my place. My girlfriend has plans. Jay. It's from Anthony. Don't get why the J is there. Wish I could come, but Wes and I have work to do. Maybe later? I offered. Come on, it's gonna be fun, I sighed as Anthony pestered me. I sent, not knowing what else to say. Okay, how's this? Your boss... Wait. Oh, ... I sent, not knowing what else to say. Sorry. Okay, how's this? Your boss says grab Wes because you two are workaholics and need to have some fun. And come to my place because my girlfriend has plans and the crew is coming, he said. I pressed my lips. Okay, please don't fire me. I'll text you after I've told Wes. I stood and walked to Wes's office. I knocked and Wes yelled, "Come in!" I opened the door and walked over to Wes, who was editing a new Smosh video. Hey, you're early, he said. I nodded. And with good reason. I hand him my phone. After a minute, he laughs. Okay, let's go. He stands and stretches. Mind if I ride with you? I ask shyly. Yeah, you can ride with me. Why? He asks. Well, one, I don't know where Anthony's house is, and two, I'd have to run there. I told him, following him out the door. Why would you have to run? Your car broken down? Wes asked, glancing at me as he hits the down button on the elevator. Well, I don't have a car. I look down at my feet. How do you get to work? Wes asked, confused. I make a motion of running and look up at him. You run? No wonder you're so skinny, he exclaims. I roll my eyes. I'm not that thin, am I? I look down at myself, suddenly self-conscious. Wes just chuckles. I pull my phone out and sent Anthony a text saying that we'll be there soon. We walk to Wes's car and pull in. I'm sorry if my accent is bad. After a minute of silence, he says, "Bet you can't sing all the songs that are on the radio." I arched my eyebrows. Oh, turn it on and we'll say. I grinned evilly. Uh-oh, you're pulling a lasercorn grin, he teased. I just smile wider. He turns on the radio and I immediately know the song. You're going in, I gotta stay high all the time to forget I'm missing you. I sang, This is Habits by Tuvlo. Wes switches the radio. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. This is Stay by Rihanna. Then Wes switched it. 'Cause I'm only human, and I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human, And I crash and I break down. Your words in my head, knives in my heart. You build me up and then I fall apart, 'cause I'm only human. Human by Christina Perri, one of my favorites. Wes changes it again. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in and shaping out and checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Wes changes the station and cuts me off while singing Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. I know this next song off by heart. Video author note, I do not know this song at all. End note. Singing I love rock and roll, put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, so come take your time and dance with me. This is I Love Rock and Roll by John Jett and the Blackhearts. Wes whacks the off button on the radio. I give up. You even know 80s music. You win. Well, here anyway. Wes grumbles, unlocking the doors. Yay, I win. I cheer, opening the doors. Video author notes, I am sorry if my accent keeps on coming and going. I am very, very bad at... Also, I am very, very bad at singing with the accent. End note. We walk up to the door and Wes rings the doorbell. I don't know how you won. I thought the 80s would get you, he mutters. I thought for sure the 80s would get you, he mutters. I shrug, opening the door's open. Anthony stands in front of us. Great, you're here, he says, motioning us to come inside. We step in. Hey, Aaron, this is... My gas cuts off Anthony. A woman stands beside him that looks vaguely familiar. Then I realize who she is. Kaylee? I whisper. She smiles. I see you know you look familiar, she says, her smile fading, her eyes widening. Aaron! She yells. I smile and we hug. I haven't seen you in so long, Kaylee cooed. Kale is Kaylee. Kaylee is Kale. It's been 11 years, I squeaked. Aaron pulls away and pulls a bobby pin out of her pocket and pushes my bangs away from my eye and pins them back. How many times have I told you to be proud of your eyes? She scolded, and I smiled. About 1 billion. I grinned. Kaylee sighed in defeat. And after 11 years you still haven't changed, she smiled. I hate to interrupt, but how do you two know each other? Anthony interrupted, Wes nodding in agreement. When my eyes hit Anthony, I noticed a small shiver. My eyes had that effect, but my eyes didn't seem to bother Wes, which was odd. I turned my head away, feeling slightly ashamed. Erin and I met when I was 8 and she was 7. She was my sister and best friend, and still is, even if she hasn't changed at all. Kaylee gave my shoulder a gentle shove. I smiled weakly. Kaylee gave me a questioning look, and I pretend not to notice. Wait, Kaylee is Kale? Wes asked. I nodded. I was 7, keep that in mind, I told him. He shrugged. Have you seen our channel? Anthony asked. I shake my head. I don't have a computer, and I don't have Wi-Fi, I answered. I watched your vids when I was in the orphanage when I was 17. Then I watched a few at the library a few months ago. They nod. Kaylee looks at me. Come on! You're looking fancy tonight, whether you like it or not, she says, grabbing my wrist and pulling me along. I look back at Wes and Anthony, looking for help. They both smile and start laughing. I scowled at them. Why is Kaylee trying to torture me? Next chapter. God, I'm scared I'm going to get stuck in this British accent, which happens too often. And I need to just... Kaylee did my makeup with black eyeliner with some silver on top, then some golden brown eyeshadow, then some black mascara. Then Kaylee put on a slight amount of blush to make my face not so pale, and then it was done. Simple as that. That is, until Kaylee started shoving dresses at me. No dresses, I pleaded. Kaylee looked at me and the dresses. If I let you wear leggings, would you wear a dress? Kaylee bargains. Sure, that way it's the pants and a long shirt. I smiled. She shoved leggings, flats, and dresses at me. Go change into one, she ordered, pushing me into a large closet. I sighed and changed. Come on, Kaylee groaned. I've tried on 5 dresses, I complained. All 5 dresses I tried on, either I didn't like or Kaylee didn't. Just this last one. You can put back on your outfit if it doesn't work, Kaylee said through the door. I groaned and shoved on the last dress. I walked out, but Kaylee wasn't there. I walked to the mirror, which I looked at 5 times. My eyes widened. This girl staring in the mirror, is she really May? The dark brown combat boots that I talked Kaylee into fit over my tight black leggings. The simple strapless white dress fit loosely at the bottom, reaching my mid-thigh. The bottom of the skirt was brown, and the leather belt that I wore the day of the interview was tied around my ribs. My feather necklace that I usually keep covered dangled from my neck. Kaylee had curled my hair, and my bangs making my hair shiny and golden, meaning my eyes were exposed. But thanks to the makeup, the brown is the more prominent than the silver and gray in my left eye. I heard talking outside Kaylee's room, and I knew that they were in the living room. Taking a deep breath, I opened the door and walked into the room, my feet hitting the ground softly. The room fell silent. Aaron? Now, if you don't know already, I usually do 4 chapters in one episode, so here goes your 4th. I heard the door open. Finally, she's ready, I thought. Soft footsteps sounding across the wooden floor. A girl stepped into the room, and we fell silent. She looked like Erin, but she didn't. And she's so skinny. It looks like she hasn't eaten in days. A feather dangles from her neck. She's beautiful. But you didn't hear that from me. Just to let you know. Sorry about that. Erin? My voice asked. Who is this girl? Her ankles twisted around each other's. Her ankles twist around each other, and her arms crossed behind her back. Yeah? Erin's voice. I relaxed a little. I looked at her seemingly brown eyes and see the gold in the right and the silver in the left. Definitely Erin. You look different. It's a nice different, don't get me wrong. I smiled reassuringly at her. She gave a small smile. Wow! Mari says, looking at Erin. You look beautiful, Erin! Kaylee cooed. Pip! Kaylee and Anthony's cat purred, rubbing against Erin's leg. Erin smiled and picked him up. Oof, big boy, aren't you? She mused, scratching behind the still purring Savannah's cat's ears. Pip doesn't usually let people pick him up. Anthony mumbles. Pip! Oh, how cute! How you doing, Pip? Erin smiled. Buki, their other cat, stared at Erin, relaxed on Kaylee's lap. Can we go? I'm starving, Ian interrupted. Then Mari's stomach growled loudly. I agree with Ian, Mari blushed. All of us chuckled. Even Erin put down Pip and smiled. One problem. There are 10 of us and 2 cars, so Hinky said. 3 cars, I corrected. I can take a few of you guys. They nodded. I'll ride with you, Wes. You've got a pretty good radio anyway, Aaron said. I'll come too, Joven said. He's become quite protective over Aaron in the last few days. Like her big brother. Heck, I'll come too. Why not? Mari said. I nod. My car could handle 4. After setting up the carpool, we jumped into our cars. Aaron sat in the back with Mari, and Joven sat passenger seat, me driving. Food time! Yay! Aaron's POV. Wes turned on the radio and sang whatever came, and I sang whatever came on. It wasn't much more than that. We sat in a big booth. I was wedged between Wes and Joven, who was likely my big brother. He's gotten pretty protective over me in the past few days. Video author's note. By that, Aaron means Joven, not Wes. Just to make it clear. End note. I ordered a sweet iced tea, and we just ordered some food. So Aaron and Wes, how's it going? Mari asked out of the blue. Uh-oh, she has a mysterious glint in her eye. Fine. Erin's doing great. She's an awesome editor, Wes said happily. Thanks, Wes. I picked up my drink to take a sip and saw Wes doing the same thing. No, I mean your relationship. How's the new couple? Mari said. It should be asked. Mari asked. My eyes popped. I started coughing and ended up getting the tea down the wrong pipe. I swallowed and coughed harder. I heard more coughing from Wes. He did the same thing as I did. Joven's hands clapped me on the back just as Wes stopped his coughing fit. Thanks, Jovi, I said. He nodded, looking concerned. Wes cleared his throat. Couple? He asked Mari. She rolled her eyes. You've been letting her ride in your car. I cut her off. I don't have a car. But she continued. You work together a lot. You know each other really well. And sometimes you do the exact same thing at the exact same time. And the way you look at each other sometimes. Mari's voice trails off. My eyes widened and I reached to take another sip of tea. I heard movement beside me. And I saw, like me, Wes had his cup in hand and taking little sips. I flicked my eyes away and when I realized he was looking at me too, and blushed. Then we set our drinks down at the same time. Well, it's too bad. You'd be really cute together, she muses. Wes clears his throat. #awkward moment. Then the food came. Hooray! No more awkwardness. Yay! Hey, Aaron, did you finish the editing this morning? Wes asked. I nod. I did the gangbang too, I told him. He looked surprised. I was gonna do that. You didn't have to do that, Wes said. You seemed really stressed. I saw the list, so I didn't deny... And so don't deny you were even a little stressed. I wanted to do something to help, so I did, I told Wes. I'm glad the awkwardness was over. You know what, Aaron? Anthony is right. We are workaholics, Wes chuckled, shaking his head. I laughed. Well, I'm glad you can see that now, Anthony muttered, grinning. Okay, folks, as you know, it's karaoke night. An employee called from the stage. Anyone is free to join the competition. The winner gets a trophy and is named King or Queen of Karaoke for the week. I smiled. I couldn't wait to watch this. A guy stood with blonde hair and brown eyes and walked to the stage. Ah, first of the night. What's your name and what will it be? The employee asked. The guy is way too uppy. Name's Nick and bleeding out by Imagine Dragons, the Nick guy said. How bossy. After the song, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Nick's really good. The applause meter went crazy. Any challenges? The employee called. No one moved. I couldn't say I blamed them. Come on, people, he'll go home with the trophy without having to fight for it, the employee said. He sounded disappointed. Still, no one stood. We know someone who will, Ian's voice yelled. I looked at him questionably. This girl, Wes yelled, pulling me up. Looks like we have a challenger after all. The employee is starting to get on my nerves. Oh, no we don't, I hissed at Wes. Listen, you can do it. We've heard you sing. You're way better. There are only 2 rounds, so sing really well, and you can do it. Go! He pushed me toward the stage. I have no choice but to sing. I walked to the stage where the microphone was handed to me. Thanks, I said awkwardly. What's your name, sweetheart? What's your name, sweetheart? Nick taunted. I narrowed my eyes. No one calls me sweetheart. Aaron, and if you call me sweetheart again, you'll be picking your teeth up from the floor, I spat. The crowd oohed. Nick scoffed it and smirked. What's a little thing like you gonna do? He is ticking me off. Yeah? Well, this little thing's gonna kick your butt from here to next week. I spat. I looked at them. They were saying, don't do anything bad. Too bad. Envence, I don't know how to pronounce that. Going under. I said, I had originally planned on doing Halo by Beyonce, but I needed something bad but. Wes, Anthony, and Ian face-palmed. Nick looked at me smirking. That's a pretty big song there, little one, he taunted. My fist balled in anger. Now I will tell you what I've done for you. 50,000 tears I've cried, screaming, deceiving, and bleeding for you. And still you won't hear me. I smirked in satisfaction as Nick's eyes grew irritated, and my group's faces shocked. Mari said I sounded like an angel when I sang before. I probably sounded like a demon now, and it was about to get better. Don't want your hand this time, I'll save myself. Maybe I'll wake up for once, not tormented, daily defeated by you. Just when I thought I'd reached the bottom. Now that I think about it, the song is the story of my life. Ish. I've always saved myself, and for that, I've tried to close myself off to other people. It's been working most of the time. I die again. I'm going under. I'm drowning in you. I'm falling forever. I've got to break through. I'm going under. Blurring and stirring the truth and the lies, so I don't know what's real and what's not. Sounds like me. Always confusing the thoughts in my head, so I can't trust myself anymore. I die again. I'm going under. I'm drowning in you. I'm falling forever. I got to break through. So go on and scream, scream at me. I'm so far away. I won't be broken again. I've got to breathe. I can't keep going under. I die again. I'm going under, drowning in you. break through. I'm going under. I'm going under. I'm panting now. That song is hard. The applause meter is going insane. I bowed, smiling triumphantly. My group is on their feet, clapping and yelling happily. I faced Nick. I may be little, I say into the microphone, but I got a big attitude. The crowd roared in approval. Wes winces. Then I realize I just made Nick bring out a bigger and better song. He picks up the mic. He picks one I didn't know, but he's really good. But I need something better. I looked to my friends for help. Titanium! Titanium! Wes mouths. I nodded. Titanium by David Guetta and Sia. I say, your voice is big. Can it handle a bigger song? Nick taunts. I smirk. I don't know, Nick. The music starts. The crowd goes wild as soon as I start. Some of the lyrics of the song I direct to Nick. The crowd oohs at that. I'm gonna sing just a little bit of the song. You show me down, but I can't hear what you say. No, I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. I'm talking loud, not saying much. Yeah. I throw my arms up triumphantly, and the crowd goes wild, my crew cheering the loudest. I smiled and bowed. Now, time for a snappy remark to Nick. Who's little now? I snarled. He scowled. The crowd's cheers grew louder. I think it's pretty obvious who won here. No, is Aaron. I think it's pretty obvious the winner is Aaron. No, the Archangel. Arcane Angel. I think we can all agree the first time she sounded like a demon from hell. And then an angel. Just now. Wow, I grinned. Arcane Angel. I like it. I jump off stage, feeling triumphant. Arms wrap around me and lift me into the air. I let out a surprise shriek. My sister's victorious, and you're really light, Jovin crowded. Yay, my big brother is crushing my rib cage, I grunt. Sorry, he mumbles. I hug him back in response. I love you too, Jovi, I cooed. More arms wrap around me. Oh, come on, guys. I'm gonna be a heap of skin and bones and fabric soon, I protested. Wow, you are really light. Good job, Ian cheered, setting me down. I smiled as Wes gave me a big bear hug. Can't breathe, squish, I groaned. Don't care, Wes said. He loosened his hug a bit. You're all bones, he chuckled. I was about to protest when Kaylee and Mari hugged me at the same time. I love my friends a lot. Now, just don't. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you liked it, make sure to share it around with your friends, family, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on anything. And yeah, like my background, it's pretty awesome. I love it. But anyway, guys, as always, whether it be your most I'm forgetting my outro. Why? Whether it be your most heavenly creation or your most demonic nightmare, I'll be in all. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace!